Cheers. It was a long day. All right, what's up, you guys? It's Rob here. Today I'm going to be covering ticker symbol GME on the daily, weekly, and monthly time frame for tomorrow's trading day, Friday, April the 9th. So we'll be going into the weekend, and hopefully we can recoup after today, and hopefully tomorrow is a better day because GameStop overall did not have the best day on the market. We basically finished down pretty much 5%. We broke through our 172 support, which really wasn't a good thing. And now we're kind of sitting in a very uncomfortable area of where's our next support? Is it going to be down around $150? Which I think is going to be that psychological support for us. But putting all the bad news aside for a quick second, we got to talk about something that's freaking phenomenal. And that is Ryan Cohen is not the CEO. He is the chairman of the board. Now, if you guys don't know what the chairman of the board does, is he pretty much oversees every single action going on within the company, and now is pretty much the boss of the CEO, which is the greatest thing that possibly could have happened. And then he also tweeted this lovely photo of him being the chairman, which is, this photo just made me laugh because if you don't think that he knows about us making all these memes and everything like that, then you're delusional, because this is exactly what we wanted and exactly what GameStop needs is for Ryan Cohen to just pretty much take over the whole entire board. So let's go ahead and hop over here into Webull and talk about the technical analysis of today. And those are that is one fundamental news catalyst, which really we saw this surge in the pre-market today. As soon as this news was announced, we just saw this surge, and the stock literally just ripped because of it, because now we can tell that GameStop is serious about this e-commerce movement. And then as soon as we ripped here in the morning, we sold the news. So you buy the rumor, you sell the news, that common thing that happens. I also think this was a heavy short attack also, because the shorts are pretty much running out of bullets. And with Ryan Cohen joining the board and now becoming the head chairman, this is not a good thing for anyone who has really a short position on the stock. So, because this means GameStop is going to be going through a transformation and is now hopefully going to transform into the Chewy, but of esports and video games and all that kind of stuff. So, but aside from that, let's go ahead and dive into this. If you can, do me a quick favor and hit that like button and hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, give it a little pokey, tickle, whatever you need to do, make it happy. Any support really greatly helps my channel, because I am a up and coming YouTuber. So the likes and the subscribes go a mile, guys. Thank you so much for your support so far. I greatly appreciate it. But getting in the technical analysis of this, so we did break above 184.95 as I predicted. However, we did it in the pre-market, and we never really got to test 192 because we only made it to 189. But we did hold 184.95 for a pretty good amount of time in the pre-market with little to no volume. And that's the other thing that I really want to talk about, guys, is our volume today was 10 million shares roughly, which is not a lot. Our volume has pretty much evaporated. So when volume pretty much evaporates, it's a lot easier to swing a stock because you don't have as much resistance fighting against it. But what this is telling me is it's not saying that everyone's selling. Everyone's just holding on to the stock and just watching what GameStop does. And then they'll make a decision when they want to make that decision. They're not going to let the price dictate their decision. It's going to be based on the fundamentals of that company, which is phenomenal. And most of us are smooth-brained apes who are just going to hold on the stock because we want to go see Jupiter. So it's good that our volume's low. If our volume was really high and we had a day like this, then I would be a lot more concerned that a lot of people are selling. So, but into the 1 minute here, we pretty much sold off the whole entire day, and we did break down through 172. We did try to retest it several times here towards the end of the day, but ended up getting rejected every single time. But I mean, we're sitting at 170, which is not a bad thing. It's almost a negative 5% day, but I'm not terribly concerned about this because we can easily reclaim 172 tomorrow morning and then take that resistance, turn into a support for a respectable period of time, and then we're back in that trading channel that we've been in for so long, waiting to just break above it kind of thing. I didn't think we would break down below it, but we broke down below it. But I'm not panicking. I am taking a breath, and what I'm going to do is, instead of looking at a micro perspective, start looking at a macro perspective. And when I say that, instead of looking at the intraday, kind of go back and say, all right, well, what was our movement the whole entire week kind of thing? And when you go back through the whole entire week, we only dipped through this 172 channel when we had the whole entire offering of news come out saying, oh no, GameStop's doing an offering kind of thing. And of course, everyone sold the news, so it just caused the stock to tank, but we had a massive rally off of that. Now, could we have a massive rally off of 170 tomorrow? We absolutely could. Would I be surprised if we did? I would not be surprised at all, because if anything that I've learned doing technical and fundamental analysis on the stock is just expect the unexpected. Whenever it decides to rip, it's going to decide to rip, and it's going to be a very quick movement. It's not a stock that moves very slowly. It moves very quickly, and then it sits and consolidates, and then it moves very quickly, and then it sits and it consolidates. So you could say it's a stair stepper, but personally, I think if it's a stair stepper, it's probably a stair stepper where you take one step and then you take the next 3 steps up kind of thing. So, and then you have a longer cool down period between each step. So, but looking at the 5 day, 5 minute here, we can see that we did break above 184. You can see in the past 5 days, we've really been above this 184 channel. It's not until recently, like yesterday, where we broke down below it. And you saw that we tried to get back above it today. We actually held it for that respectable period of time, but unfortunately, when you buy the rumor, you have a lot of people who oftentimes sell the news. And I think what happened is a lot of, I want to suspect it's day traders, because they saw that this was a news catalyst. So they were like, all right, buy it, wait for it at the top, sell it kind of thing. So we're going to be fighting some day traders here too, because GameStop does have good movement most of the times to be able to swing / day trade the stock. So yeah, we're going to be fighting against that. But when we come down here and take a look at the MACD and the RSI is sitting just above neutral here at 56, which is good. The MACD actually has crossed over the equilibrium, and it does appear to be, it does appear to be in bullish territory out here in the after hours. I mean, we did finish the day in bullish territory too, because we did have that crossover here at 310. So it's a good sign for the stock here at a little bit more of a macro perspective. Let's look at the 1 month, 30-minute chart. Come on here, Weeble. Okay, Weeble likes to default to the hour. So, all right. We broke through 172. I'm sure a lot of us are feeling a little uneasy right now, but just take a second, look at this chart. Take it in. What do you see? And I'll tell you what I see. I see a stock that has been trading pretty much between 170 and the upper end of 280 for the past month. Yes, it did dip below and did hit around 112. but it literally lasted for 2 days out of the past month. So we kind of have to be patient with this and understand at a macro perspective that this stock really likes being in that 172 to 198 channel. And if not, we can see $280 again. So we just have to be patient. We have to just relax and not try to be emotional when we're doing trading here. Emotions get the best of you when you're trading, and most of the times emotions lead to mistakes. So just take a deep breath. And if you're looking at the 1 day and you're saying, oh, it's a doom and gloom situation, just bring yourself out to the 1 month chart, take a look at it and be like, okay, we can do this. We'll be fine. We got it. So looking here at the 1 month, 1 hour, the RSI is sitting at 36. So we have a lot of room, upwards movement that we can go. Looking down here at the MACD says that we are in bearish territory because the signal is above the MACD and it's below the equilibrium. So it's a bearish technically indicator here on the macro perspective. And we are also trading below our what's called our VWAP, which is our volume weighted average, which is around 170. Where are you at? Oh, my bad. That's the 120 moving average. Oh my gosh. I need to change my line colors. But we are trading below the 120 moving day average, which is not necessarily a good thing. And we also are trading below the, what is this? The 30-day MA too. So we are in technically bearish territory from those perspectives when we look at the moving averages. But really, the one thing that we know is we can see the violent swings here in the EMA and MA. So we can really, when it comes to these two indicators, I pretty much ignore it. I pretty much only look now at the MACD and RSI because those indicators really won't dictate our movement. It can help lead us to a conclusion. But honestly, I think GameStop is one of those things where we can try to do as much technical analysis as we can, but it's just not going to really follow it because it just pretty much does what it wants to do. But really, what I'm looking for tomorrow, my prediction is going to be us retesting 172, testing that resistance, trying to turn it back into support, getting back within that channel, and then just trading in that channel for the whole entire day. If we trade between 172 and 180 and we close the day above 172, I'm going to consider that a victory because we broke through the channel today and then we got back through it tomorrow, and then we're holding it, which will be great because then we have the weekend to just sit back, analyze the charts, take a look at the charts and say, well, what's changed about the stock? Well, nothing's really changed about the stock besides the fact that Ryan Cohen is now the chairman of GameStop. If you can't tell, I'm rather excited about that because I think this is a good thing for GameStop and it's really going to help us squeeze this even more on top of the DTC rules that are going to be approved here shortly. But if you guys have any questions or anything like that, feel free to drop them down in the comment section below. Also, if you can do me a favor, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, ring the bell, and then I also have a referral link to Webull down below. You get 2 free stocks when you join Webull. One when your account's approved, the second when you deposit $100 on the platform, and then I also get a free stock because you used my referral link. And that's a great way to support the channel, and I would greatly appreciate it if any of you guys are interested in the platform. It's a great platform, completely free. So enough of that. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.